At 45, Latisha and Marsau Scott have finally reached a breaking point that no one saw coming. For years, they've been the faces of love and marriage Huntsville, showcasing their successful careers, family life, and seemingly unbreakable bond. But now, new revelations are shaking their perfect image to its core, leaving fans and viewers questioning everything they thought they knew about the couple. Are they as solid as they always claim to be, or is there trouble brewing behind closed doors? From rumors of infidelity to emotional distance, their relationship is under a microscope like never before. This might be the beginning of the end for Latisha and Marsau, and the shocking details we're about to reveal are bound to leave you speechless. For years, Latisha and Marsau Scott have presented themselves as the ultimate power couple, balancing business, family, and reality TV fame with ease. They've been celebrated for their success in business and for how they seem to be the perfect family, but things may not be as picture perfect as they appeared. While they've maintained an image of a strong marriage, recent events and rumors have painted a very different picture. The once unwavering front they showed the world is starting to crumble, and there's no telling how far the cracks will spread. Let's rewind to the early days of Love and Marriage Huntsville. When the show first premiered, Marsau was seen as the strong, traditional husband. He embraced old-school values and expected his wife, Latisha, to fulfill a very specific role as the supportive homemaker. On the other hand, Latisha played the part of the devoted wife who backed her husband's ideas and ambitions. Over time, however, Latisha began to develop her own sense of independence, pushing past the limits Marsau had placed on her. As Latisha's career began to take off and her confidence grew, it became clear that the dynamics of their marriage were shifting. Marsau, who once thrived in the role of the dominant husband, seemed uncomfortable with his wife's growing independence. He often dismissed her ideas and belittled her aspirations, creating tension between them. Viewers began to notice this imbalance and questioned whether Marsau was truly supportive of his wife's personal growth. One infamous moment, when Latisha expressed her desire to have a career outside of her marriage, Marsau laughed it off in a way that many fans found unsettling. He downplayed her ambitions, making sarcastic comments that raised eyebrows and left. Fans wondering if Marsau's old-fashioned views on gender roles were clouding his judgment. As Latisha's independence grew, so did the rumors surrounding Marsau's behavior. Was he struggling to accept his wife's newfound autonomy, or were there deeper issues at play? As the tension in their marriage began to mount, whispers of infidelity surrounding Marsau started to emerge. The rumors began slowly at first, but over time, they gained significant traction. The whispers only grew louder as more incidents seemed to suggest that Marsau's commitment to his marriage might not be as strong as he made it out to be. One of the first major hints about Marsau's alleged infidelities came from his former friend and co-star, Martel Holt. Martel, who had been embroiled in his own cheating scandal, made a bombshell accusation during a heated argument. He claimed that Marsau had been with multiple women, accusing him of infidelity. While some fans dismissed Martel's words as the bitterness of a man who had been caught in his own scandal, others couldn't ignore the fact that Martel had once been close to Marsau, which lent some weight to his claims. But Marsau's response to these allegations raised even more suspicion. Instead of vehemently denying the accusations or offering any explanation, he simply laughed them off. To some viewers, this seemed like an act of confidence, but to others, it was a huge red flag. Why would Marsau brush off such serious allegations if there was no truth to them? His reaction felt dismissive and evasive, and it left many wondering if there was some truth to the rumors he was trying so hard to downplay. As time went on, the rumors of Marsau's infidelity didn't fade. They only seemed to get stronger. The next major incident occurred when a picture surfaced of Marsau in Atlanta, standing in front of a well-known hotel. Now, on its own, a man being at a hotel isn't particularly suspicious, but the timing of this photo was incredibly coincidental. It came during a period when Martel had been publicly accusing Marsau of cheating. Fans began to connect the dots. Could this photo be proof of Marsau's infidelity, or was it simply a misunderstanding? Marsau never publicly addressed the situation, further fueling the speculation surrounding his actions. Behind closed doors, Latisha continued to stand by her husband, publicly defending him against the growing rumors. Every time new allegations surfaced, she would shut them down, claiming there was no evidence to support them. But behind the scenes, things may have been very different. As the whispers continued, it seemed like Latisha's trust in Marsau was beginning to falter. In private, Did she ever suspect that he was being unfaithful? And did she confront him about it? For years, the rumors surrounding Marsau's possible affairs lingered, but things escalated when cast members and close associates began to drop even more hints. One of the most explosive moments on the show came when Martel once again boldly accused Marsau of stepping out on his wife. This time, however, the accusation was even more direct, and the tension in the room was palpable. The other cast members fell silent as Martel claimed that Marsau had been unfaithful. Marsau's response to the accusation was to laugh it off once again, refusing to directly address the issue. His evasive attitude left fans questioning whether he was hiding something. After all, when someone is falsely accused of something so serious, they typically deny it immediately, right? But Marsau's nonchalant response only made fans more suspicious. His body language and tone suggested that he wasn't as innocent as he was trying to make himself appear, as if things weren't